Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope you can hear me from Barcelona for our first Europass talk for Europass Teacher Academy. I'm really happy to be here, even though I've been missing our courses so much this week. But really now, I'm just very happy to be here with you all. You can use the chat just to ask a question, even though I'm not sure if I can actually see them, but I will definitely. And also, I'm really happy to be here because I think that teaching online for everybody is pretty strange right now. And actually, I want to tell you that it's also strange for me right now, like talking to a lot of people without knowing who is there and so on. So from Europass Teacher Academy, we really felt the need of keeping in contact with you all. So what happened, we tried to brainstorm a few solutions and we thought about talk on some different topics. This topic this week is about encouragement because it's something we really need now. We really need positive energy to be together and cope together with this problem. In coaching, we don't usually say, as some of you already know, problem. We prefer issue or opportunity. So let's say that we don't have any problem now. We just have some issue and opportunity to grow more together. So I have been brainstorming in the last few days and have been like talking also with some teachers and as you, some friends, until I came up with these reflections I want to share with you. So the idea is I will just conversate and give you a monologue about this, but then I will share with you on our page a nice, I try to make it nice, an infographic about tips, maybe helpful tips for you in the next few days. So if some of you don't listen to me, maybe you have a trouble with the volume of your computer, because I'm having nice feedbacks here that everybody can hear me and see me. So if you are not able to listen, like to hear me, maybe there's your microphone is having some issues. So yeah, going back to the topic, encouragement. Yes, we need. The first thing we need is to feel together, and really, I hope that you individually can rely on the support with your class teachers and also with the other colleagues you have, because in this moment, this is fundamental. We cannot fix the problem, grab the opportunity if we just do it alone. So teamwork is first, really. I know that schools are doing differently with different strategies, different approaches. So it's really hard to generalize and to make it specific because everybody is having a different experience. Now, here in Barcelona, we have Semana Santa right now, which is like a week off from Easter. In some schools, you don't have it, and so on. So it's really different. What I would like you to focus on today is about like your lessons, how you interact with your students, but also how you interact with yourself. Because as I always say, teachers are there for students, but first they have to be in their teaching mode, right? So keeping calm is the first thing I think we should all do, which is just like keep calm. Everything is okay. No virus around. Yes, we have issues, and we have also a lot of people that are suffering from this. I hope you are not in that situation, and I really hope none of your family members or friends are being affected right now by this. That's for the first thing I want to say as well. But going back to education, what we have to do is to understand, first of all, that this is really something new. And since it's new, it's scary. And since it's totally new and we were totally unprepared, it's completely normal to be scary and to be under pressure and to be anxious about it. So that's completely normal. So whenever you go to your virtual class with your students, if you're running them, because not all teachers are actually running virtual classes with their students right now, is really to breathe. First of all, just breathe, right? Consciously, I say, okay, now I'm going to class, which is a different class from the one I'm usually used to go, but everything will be good. And still, you will be the great teacher that you are. So what is changing here is the process, is also the technological issues, but you and the value that you are, the valuable teacher that you are, still is there. Okay, so this is the really basic important thing. We have been on the process right now already for a few weeks. Maybe some of you already found a strategy which is pretty easy for them. Some of you maybe not. Some of you maybe start after Eastern with this online teaching. Really from my heart, never put it in doubt. You are a great teacher. Virtually or in presence, you are. So trust yourself, first of all, and smile. You know the importance of smiling, first of all, for yourself and especially for your students that really need positive energy right now. They already have issues in their houses, maybe dysfunctional families now are blocked together in our house, abuses and so on. So we don't want to speak about this right now. That's not the topic of today, but they are in troubles more than us in some aspect. So positive energy, smiling, this is the best thing we can do at the beginning of a class, and always being grateful that you can handle a virtual class. Because this is very important. In some cases, for example, here in Catalonia, some students, they don't have access to their computers, they don't have Wi-Fi and so on. So now they're trying to delivering these tools to their houses. So step by step, again, we're not expert about pandemics. We are not expert. So in this case, beyond technical issues, we have another issues, which is emotional insecurity. We have doubts. We have like limited freedom. Okay, so all these are making the logistic even worse. Okay, so keep calm, smiling, and accept. You can do a lot of things to fix technical issues with computers and so on, but first of all, you have to accept the situation. Sometimes your students will be late. Sometimes your students won't show up because they just slept over. Sometimes internet goes down and breaks down. We can do nothing about it. Acceptance is the only thing we can do. And if while you are giving class, a negative thought comes like, oh no, this is awful. My class is awful. These students, I'm losing them. They're not following me. Okay, stop there, breathe again, and try to substitute this negative thought with a positive one, which is, okay, this is normal. I'm not a superhero. I can just do at best my best, and this will be more than enough because you are already a great teacher. You are a great teacher if you pay attention. This is something that I thought this morning, actually, which is if you pay attention only to yourself, then you're not going to pay attention to the others. You know what I mean? So if while you're handling a lesson, you're paying attention too much on yourself, you're not going to pay attention to your students. So be there. Just be there without thinking about what is going to on next 10 minutes. Be there in that present moment if you can. And then if some of them are really lost, so they just like their attention just went down, well, recall them. Or you can work somehow in pairs, like, you know the game, like the angel, right? Like you are an angel of another one. So you have to make sure that this person is okay. So you can also try to make a small game like this, maybe to facilitate this attention they have also to each other. So you can have helpers, which is in this case your students. Well, empathy, I think this is like the basic thing. You really have to try to be empathetic. And you already are empathetic. Like, come on, teachers are empathetic already by nature, right? And with all the experience you have. But in this moment, again, even more. So try to be available for your student even after class. And yeah, it's okay. They are just messed up. So their physical balance is somewhere else. Emotional state is just somewhere else, and as yours, maybe. In my case, it's strange. Usually, I'm a long sleeper, and during these weeks I've been like sleeping over for some days, then some days I just wake up full of energy, and some days it's like, no, come on, I'm not going to do this, like I want to stay here in bed all day long. So, and this is normal because this is like our bodies try to find an homeostasis. We're not really used to stay in our house for so long, right? So this is totally normal. Actually, teaching and learning online can be also a great way to empower your self-organization in terms of time, in terms of space as well, in terms of autonomy. It's different to be on time at school and to be on time online. Because online is like, okay, I can just go there 5 minutes later and maybe I have the excuse of internet doesn't work. But this maybe it's an excuse, but I guess that right now it's true. I mean, they want to be on time, but maybe there's technical issues, so they're not online at the right time. So learning how to organize your time in a virtual way as well, this is really helpful for them also for the future once they will be back to school, because to school they are more likely to be under pressure, a lot of teachers schedules, you have a face-to-face interaction, so it's different. Here they have to be more autonomous in the choices they make, in the way they organize the time, and also the way they organize with their family. So maybe brothers or sisters learning at the same time, the same house. It's a big mess. So what you can do to neutralize this could be having a nice plan for your class that I'm sure you already have. And online, don't give up with fun and don't give up with creativity as well. You can start with a warm-up game anyway. You can finish with a warm-up game anyway. You can, in the middle of the lesson, you can have some humor as well, like facilitating humor, telling funny stories about yourself as well, like as you would do in person, okay? Here we have another advantage, which is since everybody is connected, you can play games or you can play online quizzes, share videos and so on, so they can have some more interaction with that, even though it could be also good to have physical exercise with them right now while we're having a lesson, for example, standing up and doing something. This may be another topic for another day, because we're sitting too much as well. Before we had the same issue in school, now we have the same issue right now here. So another thing I thought about these days was the topic of routines. A lot of doctors and psychologists, of course, we all are saying the same, which is it's very important during this moment to have a routine. But I would add a flexible routine. What's the difference? That a routine is something you start doing with a time organization, like I will wake up, I will do this, I will do that, and so on. A flexible routine is that I will stick to this routine, but if something happens, it's okay. I'm not going to be angry at myself because I wasn't so perfect and good in sticking with the routine. You see the difference, right? So if you really want to create a structure for your class, which is something I suggest, I would do in this kind of a routine approach. Okay, we start with this, then we do that, and then we do that, and finally we do that, and we repeat the same at least for some days, so that it's not becoming boring, but so that they know more or less what happened. And what is going to happen at the beginning, of the middle, at the end of the class. And this is kind of a calming structure, because we need calming structures right now, more than other things. So a routine could start with something positive, of course, and end also with something positive, for example. So again, flexibility, a plan B may be needed, because if something goes wrong or your students that morning are not really receptive, let's go with a plan B. So having a few options where to choose from, it would be good. And this is going to be helpful for your students, but also for your anxiety, because it's like, oh no, I'm here, internet, nobody's paying attention, this is a disaster, what am I going to do? Okay, no anxiety, this is normal, we have plan B and we can do this or that. Or even better, ask them, what would they like to do with you right now? So this is something I have been thinking and brainstorming in the last few days. But again, I feel actually that the best suggestion, encouragement I should give you right now is just trust yourself and trust the process, and always ask for help. If you're not familiar with some internet issues or with some programs, ask for help to your colleagues. Ask for help to your students, because they may know more than you. So really, just be yourself and trust the process. So I think we can come up to the end of this first talk. I hope you have enjoyed it, and maybe I hope I have answered to some of your doubts. Well, not answer to doubts, but so maybe what we could do is, yeah, let's do that. I will upload the the infographic I created for this event, and then you can just write down there and I will reply. And also always remember my email if you want, or just emailing the academy at marta.mandolini@europass.it in case you want to ask me something more. So yeah. Next Wednesday at 2 again, we're going to have the great pleasure of having here, instead of me, Susan Gaiano. A lot of you may know her. So I'm really looking forward to see what is going on next week. And so thank you very much for being here. Really, thank you very much. And keep calm, enjoy teaching again, and take care. Really take care of yourself. Keep safe. A big, big hug. Bye.